A long time ago, you used to just see this area full of salmon.
Historically, upstream was fishing camps. This area was like a little fishing village. We really want to look at this area for future salmon restoration and what the potential is. That's why we want to work with you guys to help us look at if it does have that potential. The cultural importance of salmon to our people, it goes beyond just a food source or subsistence. It's part of us. It's part of our DNA. It's who we are. We're salmon people. And it's really great to work with Trinity because they really understand where we're coming from and how to incorporate traditional knowledge from what we're doing. And also bringing that science alive, that we're using equal weight and using both knowledge systems to do our work that we're doing with salmon.
The salmon population on the Yukon River has declined significantly in the last decade or so compared to what it once was, and lots of things are contributing to it. The migration that we have to where we're sitting here is one of the longest in the world at about 3,000 kilometers long. The migration is becoming harder for salmon to get back as adults, so warmer water, disease, the fisheries that they need to avoid on the way. And so there's interest by Kwantlen Dun First Nation to see how we could improve the spawning opportunities in the area. They're considering how a hatchery could be used to sort of kickstart that process.
So we're here in Whitehorse, one of the spawning areas. The juveniles from fish spawning here migrate about 3,000 kilometers downstream where they rear in the Bering Sea for 3 to 5 years before making the same journey as adults back up to Whitehorse and other spawning streams. Fortunately, through the Pacific Salmon Treaty, we have an agreement between the United States and Canada about managing the fish. So the work we're doing with the Yukon River panel in rebuilding the Chinook salmon takes advantage of the fact that we have this agreement and works bilaterally between both Alaska and Yukon to manage these fish.
0.65. Yeah, we're checking out the stream flow, the velocity, to see if it's appropriate for salmon spawning.
And also just kind of doing a visual take on what the substrate looks like to see if it is suitable for Chinook spawning. It definitely has potential. And it would be great if it does fit the qualifications for that because of the significance of the area.
This stretch of the river is at the end of the Yukon River, and so the things that we're seeing here affecting the salmon are really an indicator of what's happening throughout the river, and we need to ensure that we learn from it and apply what we can here to the recovery of salmon throughout the river.
It's so important to bring us back to the water and put our feet in the creek and do that important work. And we are doing that. And when we have relationships and partnerships with consultants, we really need them to be a part of what we are trying to achieve. And that's what kind of relationship we have with Ecofish and Trinity. And we've been partners for 7 years now and continuing it. We're doing really great work. We've done some exciting work. We've made some differences that we've proven good things together and making change.
Next thing for us on the agenda is the carcass surveys to look for salmon and assess their spawning success once the run starts.
My favorite time of year.